This issue of Japanese history continues from the previous issue, looking at the Meiji Restoration and its aftermath. In the previous issue, we discussed the Saigo Rebellion, which was led by Shinpei Edo. In this article, we will discuss the Samurai Rebellion that followed. In 1874, Shinpei Edo resigned from the government, leading to a rebellion led by him by the samurai of Saga. The Saigo Rebellion. The rebellion was quickly put down by Toshimiki Okubo's swift action. Perhaps due in part to Okubo's strict handling of the situation, the Samurai Rebellion did not spread throughout the country. However, the government implemented a series of policies that deprived samurai of their privileges. The Chishiroku Disposition of 1876 abolished all government stipends paid to samurai and gave them a small amount of public funds. 40% of the Meiji government's finances were spent on stipends for samurai. Then, in the same year, the government enforced the decree to abolish the sword. This prohibited the wearing of the sword, the soul of the samurai. These two policies infuriated samurai throughout Japan. The year 1876 was marked by a series of small-scale samurai rebellions. The first was a rebellion by the samurai of Kumamoto, the Jinporen Rebellion. The Jinporen were a group of samurai with deep Shinto beliefs. This rebellion is said to have been a revolt against the decree to abolish the sword. Kumamoto Castle was located in Kumamoto, where the Kumamoto Division was located. At midnight on October 24, 1876, a total of 170 Jinporen attacked the Kumamoto Division commander's house, killed him, and then attempted to overrun Kumamoto Castle. The next morning, Gentaro Kodama rushed to the area and launched a full-scale counterattack. The ringleader was killed in the battle, and the rebellion was suppressed later that day. Incidentally, Gentaro Kodama was the chief of staff of the Manchurian army in the later Russo-Japanese War and was one of those who led the Japanese army to victory. The Akizuki Rebellion took place in Fukuoka, located next to Kumamoto, in response to the Jinporen Rebellion. On October 27, 1876, 3 days after the rebellion in Jinporen, a total of 300 samurai from the former Akizuki domain rebelled. This rebellion was also small-scale and was put down by Marizuke Nogi. He was the general who captured the fortress of Port Arthur during the Russo-Japanese War. Then there was a person who stood in response to the Jinporen Rebellion. His name was Issei Meihara. He was a samurai from the former Choshu clan. He was so distinguished that he was selected along with Okubo and Saigo as one of the 10 persons who contributed to the Meiji Restoration. Let me explain a little about him. He was older than Takeyoshi Kido and Shinsaku Takasugi, and was also the oldest student at Shoin Yoshida's Matsushita Village School. Shoin Yoshida is said to have said of Meihara, "He is not equal to Hisasaka in talent and Takasugi in knowledge, but his humanity is superior to both of them." He was also a leader of the Choshu clan in the Meiji Restoration. During the Boshin War, he was active as a general staff member in the Hoketsu and Aizu Wars. He also became a counselor in the Meiji government, and after the assassination of Masujiro Omura, he took over his post, a key position in the army. However, he resigned his post and returned to his hometown of Hagi, opposing the conscription system that Katsura and Yamagata advocated, which made commoners into soldiers. During the Saga Rebellion of 1874, he is said to have interlocked with the Saga samurai to prevent his comrades from attempting to start a rebellion. This Meihara tried to respond to the Jinporen Rebellion. As he was against conscription, he was probably opposed to the idea of eliminating the existence of the samurai. He must have been fed up with the policies of the Meiji government that deprived the samurai of their rights, such as the Sword Abolition Ordinance and the Chishiroku Disposition. 4 days after the Jinporen Rebellion, he raised his army. A total of 200 samurai were present. Among them was the future Prime Minister, Jaiichi Tanaka, who joined at the age of 13. His rebellion was also small and not planned at all. The rebellion was quickly suppressed by government forces who had detected it in advance. He was captured as he was heading for Tokyo to appeal directly to the Emperor Meiji. He was immediately put on trial and beheaded on the same day without being given a chance to defend himself. He was given the same extreme penalty as Edo for his services to the restoration. No more samurai rebellions took place. And Saigo and Kagoshima did not respond to this rebellion either. However, Kagoshima, where Saigo was from, was a group of people dissatisfied with the government, which had a large number of strong Satsuma samurai. What were they thinking? In the next article, we will discuss the last Japanese Civil War, Satsuma Rebellion. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel and press the like button.